start the stream. We're gonna start the recording. We're gonna.
Yeah, no, Craig doesn't.
Huh?
Craig doesn't need to hear all of the crap about Minecraft movie.
I'm
Poor
going
Craig.
to.
Well, unfortunately, Craig hears all, so he'll have to listen anyway.
I'm going to attempt to mute myself every time I cough, but sometimes I don't catch when I'm going to cough. So just forewarning you.
That's
We
okay.
love you even though you're sick.
Please don't die. Just saying.
Listen, I had 10 days of a 101 fever. I was freaking dead.
No, and if you die, die silently.
Great. I will.
Don't cough into the camera.
All right. So, yeah. Who wants to do a recap for last time we played?
Not me.
So basically, we went to the blockade. We tried to stop. We talked down all of the bandits, and we saw a 1 in 8,000 chance of.
Oh, stop! Stop it!
It's basically
You saw a miracle unfold.
Well, or a
What's
curse.
it
was very much a blur.
Anti-miracle. No, it wasn't anti-miracle. A curse? Is that an anti-miracle?
I get. Yeah, I guess.
Armageddon. There we go. Oh wait, but you're missing the vital part of the recap, which is someone basically convinced an entire bandit gang to join a cult.
Oh yeah, that was my nat 20. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, you convinced the bandits to defect from Red Brand's influence, and they came under yours.
Mm-hmm.
So, after that, you guys returned to Stormreach to collect your reward for clearing the blockade.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you guys had suggested doing some kind of a shopping session or like a little RP session.
Yeah.
I guess.
A little something on the RP. Okay, then yeah. I believe the last thing to have occurred was Marcira and Shirali got into a little bit of a tiff.
That's an interesting way to describe it.
She was being cryptic. You were telling her not to be cryptic. She was basically scolding you, belittling you, the whole spiel. You both were at each other's throats, and then I think the last thing that happened was you both kind of stormed off from each other.
Yeah, and then I got my
pretty much
ones, and I decided to jump on Geld's shoulders to try and be intimidating, because that's apparently the only way I could do it.
All right, and I believe you are still in the Kraken.
I think at this point you were just about to get it.
Yeah, with the ally bartender. Or I guess tavern keeper, I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't actually spoken to him yet.
No, he's just a nice old dude trying to run a business. But he's also no nonsense. You don't know that part yet. So you're all amidst the Golden Kraken. The bandits are with you. Their brands on their necks have been covered up for now. What's the duration on that spell that...
on the prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation isn't... That's a cantrip, and also it goes away permanently.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we cleaned
Who
their
needs
skin
laser?
thoroughly.
Who needs laser when prestidigitation exists?
You did laser removal for their tattoos.
And now I just imagine that...
Probably not.
Just like...
You know, if you ever get into like removal of tattoos as like a job or something, you could say you're a prestidigitation artist or something like that.
You know, hopefully that was consensual too. That would not be good if it was not.
I don't think that Liliana would have done it if it was not consensual.
Okay, that's good.
So the bandits are they're looking around. They're with you, of course, but they're not with you quite yet. Like you've convinced them to go along with you, but they're just like kind of fish out of water.
I've been talking with them out of town just so they're not, like I know the brands were removed and all that, but like it's kind of it's something big, and I'd rather not like share with the party quite yet.
Yeah, they're a little nervous.
Out of character, not really much of a choice on that front, but like, eh.
No, that's all right. In fact, they're gonna be looking to you for direction in this matter.
Yeah.
In fact, the one that their leader, which I think I gave him a name. Didn't I give him a name? Vredick.
Oh.
Yes, Vredick. I'll get him installed into the token library at some point here. Because he's going to be sticking around until you no longer want him around.
It won't be for a while, but yeah, Ishal would just go ahead and lead them all to like kind of like the outskirts of town, just to kind of share what he has in store for him.
Oh, okay. So Vredick speaks up a little bit as you lead them away from the Golden Kraken, and he says, "But we just arrived. Where are you taking us?"
Wait, actually, there was like 9 or 10 people. Would I be able to just kind of reasonably take them into the tavern, like, and have them all fit in the room?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Ignore that. Ignore me taking them outside. I'd probably do it in my room over just doing that, because like I wasn't sure on how much space was in the room, and I didn't want to necessarily interfere in that.
Mm-hmm. No, that's right. I mean, the rooms are, they comfortably fit one, but you could squeeze everybody in there.
All right. Then I'll do that. And then Ishal will just be like, right. I know I promised a lot, but it will take time and, well, a lot of effort. He'll just kind of look over to Vredick?
Yes, it's in the chat. I posted it.
Yeah, I saw it. I just had to let the tongue flow on that front.
Yep.
He just kind of goes, how much do you believe in divinity?
Well, are we talking like, faith, spirituality? Is that what you're talking about?
Correct.
He looks to the others. They kind of shake their heads, and he's like, define who are you talking about exactly?
Well, I'm a follower of Selyun, but things kind of got more complicated on that front. I don't know entirely on the specifics or how, but I think I can aim for greater heights than that. And I have a plan, but it is going to take time.
Well, listen, we weren't expecting you to give us the moons, on our first day. And we're not looking for immediate justification for going with you, if that's what you're looking for, or at least that's what you're saying. I think I can speak for everyone here when I say that we weren't getting a lot of attention from Red Brand as much as we wanted, and even pay. I mean, don't get me started on that. But if you got something better to offer, we're all ears, and we'll help out where we need to. Just don't expect us to do anything, well,
unsavory.
Yeah.
All right, I get you. Ishal will just kind of pull down a sleeve, and on said sleeve, well, on like his arm would be like bright, like several little blots of like galaxy scales just on his arm, and goes, I wish to kind of bring forth, like, the Huanti have been not really, they haven't had the best life, and in my travels I have found that Okay, out of character. I need to step back. Oh my god, I haven't really thought of this through, and I should have. But like, ugh.
That's right. Don't
Okay.
just a little advice is don't reveal too much. Just overview it.
Yeah. Ishal just kind of pulls down his arm and goes, I can lead you all to a better life through these scales of mine. And my plan is going to be just following through my teachings and getting more strength for me.
One of them, just kind of standing behind Reddick, just goes, "Well, if as long as you're not, hoping to get us all killed with the teachings, then I'm with you."
Of course, I wouldn't aim for something so low.
Reddick says, "So, are you talking about the goddess, the moon goddess, Selene?"
No. It's complicated, but essentially, instead of worshipping Selyun, you worship me instead.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at that. He says,
Yeah.
Worship, huh? Well,
It doesn't have to be in the form of like prayers or anything like that. Not right now. It just is a matter of following teachings and just going with the flow.
If I believe in those teachings, sure. Let's do it.
All right. Thank you. He does a little bow and goes, until I actually get those written down, I don't really have anything else more to say, so if you have any questions, by all means.
You seem reasonable enough, so I'll wait. We're all patient here.
All right. And Ishal will just kind of gesture for everyone to kind of leave the room, and he'll probably start looking for paper or some sort of parchment on either on hand or just in the shopping side of things to just actually write these down.
They all file out, and Reddick turns to you before he closes the door behind him, and he says, "Hey, you better not be pulling one over on us."
I'm not. Trust.
And he grunts and closes the door. And you write down the core tenets of...
Yeah, and I'll write those next week.
Yeah. Inspiration flows through you like the divine hand you speak of, touching your private areas.
Maybe don't fucking phrase it like that, but all right.
Is dude like? Is he Jesus? Like, what's going?
No.
Okay, I'll explain I'll explain after the session.
No, I don't need to know. That was just me being like, is this dude like D&D Jesus? Like, what is going on here?
Oh, fair enough.
Nothing like that, no, but definitely going for scale, like he was saying.
Trying to bring Christianity to...
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of do it. I'll kind of do it a little bit with a pun. I'm becoming Sneezus.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, Joe. I'm Sneezus. All right. So everyone else downstairs, they first see Ishal walk off to his room with these bandits in tow. What is everyone else doing at this point?
Did we get our reward for the?
You have not collected it yet. No.
Okay. Who wants to do that? Probably not me, because I'm gonna roll a nat 1 or something and screw it all up.
I can. I'll talk to him.
Sylvan, you walk towards the bar, and he's servicing a couple of gentlemen that are sitting across from him on stools. And
I'll wait for him to finish helping them, and then once he's done, I'll kind of just signal for his attention, say, "Job's done, trade route's clear."
thing is, you approach, and before you get close to the bar, you can actually hear them talking to each other. The two gentlemen that are sitting at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
The innkeeper looks not nervous, maybe a little bit off put, and your passive perception will tell you that they are talking about they're talking about some overextension of authority by the mayor or rather the local ruling power. So one of them says, yeah, I was my goods were supposed to arrive on the ship yesterday, but they apparently got confiscated. Apparently I was smuggling contraband or some bullshit like that. And the other one's like, that just happened to a friend of mine actually a couple of weeks ago. He runs a shop over at the bazaar. He mainly deals in rare jewels, but yeah, same deal. Confiscated under some kind of stupid directive.
I'm just gonna go ahead and interject myself right into that conversation. Be like, "Hey, we just met this guy earlier."
One of them looks up, looks a little confused, but still, nonetheless, answers. He says, "Oh yeah, you dealt with him too?"
He seemed very shady to me at first sight. Didn't really get to know him that well, but judging by what I just heard from you, it sounds like he's kind of a asshole.
He's a pompous asshole, yeah. The other one's like, pompous.
Tell me, what else has he done?
Well, last year he jacked up the rates for docking. I mean, that was, of course, against the better judgment of a lot of the traders and, of course, the shipwrights and all of the captains. You know, they got to make their money somehow, too. But it was for no reason either. It's not like we got more warehouses or had more hands to pay. Nothing changed.
Yeah. See, this is very strange because earlier today we came across a body floating in the water outside of the tavern here.
Yeah, we heard about it. The other one's like, yep, tragic.
Yeah, the mayor showed up quite quickly and took care of things.
That's when the barkeep chimes in. He's like, yeah, he's pretty quick about that stuff. Usually when...
Okay.
Actually, now that you mention it, it is a bit strange that every time stuff like this happens, and don't get me wrong, it does happen pretty often. You know, most blame it on the superstitions mostly. But the mayor is always there pretty quickly.
I'm not an expert in this or anything, but something tells me that he is a little shady.
I've never really liked him. He keeps things running pretty smoothly, but he's done some questionable policy making in the past.
So what does he do with all this money that he makes from jacking up prices on docking fees and things like that?
Oh, hon, I don't know anything about that.
Are you seeing improvements throughout the town, or is he hoarding the money?
The younger gentleman chimes in again. He says, well, no. He looks into his friend and said, no new buildings. If anything, security presence has increased.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the information. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to look into that, I think. And Sylvan is just going to ponder for a moment there and grab the attention of the barkeep again.
Okay. Yeah, he just walks over. He says, yeah, what can I get for you?
Just wanted to let you know that the road's clear now, and they will not be bothering us.
Oh, by the 9 hells, that's good news.
Indeed.
He says, "Oh, right, payment. One moment." And he walks over to the door that's at the end of the bar that kind of opens to his side. There's 2 doors along that wall. One is on the patron side, and one is on the back of the bar side. They both lead to the kitchen where his assistant's working. The big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He walks over to that door, opens it up. You hear him talking, and then the big shadow darkens the doorway where he is, and you see his arm kind of jostle, and you hear a clunking of coin in a pouch. Very familiar sound to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he returns with a pretty substantially sized leather pouch. This seems maybe a bit excessive, you realize, for an average innkeeper to have on hand.
Okay.
You think that this is either one of 2 things: life savings, or he's doing very well as an innkeeper.
Okay. Can I like insight him to see if maybe he's like kind of reluctant to give me this money? Like,
well, you don't even
maybe-
really need to insight him. It would be a passive perception just to check out his little micro body language movements. And as he hands you the purse, he actually looks relieved more than anything.
okay.
He says, "Thanks, and you've earned every bit of coin in here. So as I promised, I think I said it was what?
You didn't tell me how much.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember.
I don't
I mean,
believe.
to be honest, I kind of figured it was a third option of like it was a sponsored sort of thing when it comes to the money.
Okay, let's do this. Well, let's have a little fun. Let's play with the dice.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I want you or a chosen guinea pig that you pick to roll a d100.
Don't pick MOE.
I'll roll
You know
the
what?
D100.
I can roll if you want.
Yeah, you know what? Ishal, go ahead. Roll the D100. It's all you.
What? Okay, well, if we wanted low,
67.
and I wasn't allowed
Wait,
to
and it was
roll,
almost 2. It was 2 away from being very nice.
if we wanted low, and I didn't get the roll, I'm going to be, I'm going to laugh at all faces.
Nope, that's all right. So with that, I will say roll again.
All right.
Oh boy.
81.
When the tavern implodes, I'm going to laugh at all of you.
Nope. So inside the pouch is 1,000 gold.
Hell yeah! You're welcome.
This is way too much. My God. For just
Enjoy your
Alright.
comedically large amount of cash now.
for just negotiating with a
So-
couple of people.
We were each getting 200 gold. Nice.
Pretty much.
These guys are
Yeah.
terrible negotiators.
I'm gonna just look at them, and I'm gonna like kind of have the pouch of gold in my hand, and I'm gonna feel it in my hand, like how much it weighs. I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure?"
Oh my god, it's that scene in Sergeant Bilko where he's like, this hat, it has maybe $300 in it. Oh man, Steve Martin.
I just
Anyways,
can't get it either.
he says, no, that it's not just my money, kid. It's well, collectively, there's a lot of us pooling it into getting that done. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Called it.
I don't feel as bad knowing it came from a lot of different people. So
It
Don't feel as bad.
damn near the
As
entire bazaar, actually.
wow.
There were a
Alright,
couple holdouts, which was kind of strange, but
So
That's who the holdouts
200
were.
gold pieces to each
Who
of
were
us.
the holdouts?
No.
We're the holdouts.
No metagaming. No metagaming.
Tristan said it first.
You hear
Zim
that?
doesn't
200.
drop stuff like that for no reason.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
metagaming. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want, but just know that, I mean, not everything has to mean something, but often it does. Yes, 200
Sorry,
gold.
Shadow. Ignore me. Do whatever you want.
Like,
Even the way I laugh.
That was my first thought when I heard that. I'm like, that's a little sus.
Tristan
It
knows
sounds
to
to
be
me
scared.
like we need to check out this mayor. He sounds like kind of an ass, and I don't like him. Even more so now.
This is literally just me expanding the sandbox that you're in. You can do whatever you want.
I
don't like authority.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, as I'm walking back towards the rest of the group here, I'm just gonna tell them, be like, hey, because I'm just gonna relay the information that I just learned about the mayor to them and let them decide how they feel about it. But
Okay.
I think it's worth pursuing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I'm
could
still
potentially even give us a lead if we really want to go after Red Brand.
Liliana,
Or that might open up other branches.
Liliana would be slightly nervous about it because she feels like the more that she deals with nobles, the more, like, the higher the likelihood word might get back to her family where she is, but she will try and maybe do it low-key.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this guy a noble, or is he just a rich asshole that made his money by stealing?
You don't know. You're assuming at this point just a rich asshole, but he could have a deeper backstory.
When we did it, when we first met him on the beach, Liliana recognized him as a noble.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, he had the
did a
lapel
history
pin,
check.
right?
Yeah.
All right. My bad then. So he's a rich asshole noble. Got it.
Yes.
Y'all have fucking elephant memories. How in the hell did you remember that?
Because it's important for Liliana to stay under the radar. So my first question when we saw him was, "Is he a noble?" And Zim had me roll a check. I can't tell you which family he's from, but I do remember that he said that he was a noble.
Think about it like this, Tristan. Does she want to delay us going back to her home, or does she just want to go home?
If you're trying to stay under the radar, maybe we just find a different place to go.
Yeah.
True.
The main drive of your ambitions and your goals should be to explore, well, not only Elisara, but what it means to be either, well, good or evil, or do you straddle that line? Is there a gray area? That's what this is going to all be.
So I'd say that I'm totally down for doing it, but maybe I would put on a disguise or a hood or, that kind of stuff if we're going to be dealing with him face to face. As
of right now, you are harboring criminals. But they don't know that.
Wait, what?
Well, that is the case. They were wanted.
Right.
Yeah, they're
I thought you were
considered.
talking about Marcia for a second.
Under Liliana's care or something.
Well,
oh God.
I don't know. Did Liliana do that for the bandits?
No, she just did it.
I thought you were referring to.
This is like the orphanage for criminals.
No, Liliana did it for Shirali just because she's trying to make friends and she knew it was her sister and she wanted to be a good new friend to her friend Shirali. But the bandits, she's not about to she was helping another tiefling out, bandits, she's not gonna stick her neck out for bandits.
I get it. Okay. Then it sounds to me like everyone is just kind of sus about this mayor guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
My thing is he's definitely a racist, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Am I stereotyping this man? Yes.
So-
But-
I mean, well, to be fair, he also stereotyped you back, so
this is
kind of
true.
makes sense.
This is true.
Where are you all discussing? Like, okay, so give me the rundown. What are you all doing to proceed
Are we just
from
in
here?
the tavern talking about how much we hate the mayor?
Liliana is
Uh,
eating some food. She is, cutting it with her little cutlery, and she is being very proper while she eats.
Yeah, I
And everybody
imagine we're
discusses.
sitting at a table talking about all this.
Okay, so you are in the tavern then.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Charlie's probably pouting in the corner, let's be real, for several reasons.
Well, you saw Marcia storm off. She probably went to her room.
She's had a rough day today.
All right.
Like, the
and
one thing she's good at, and I'm like, I failed so dramatically.
Oh,
Geld.
they should have head on to the inn.
Sorry.
Oh no, she would have went back to the inn.
Yeah, it wasn't she. I thought she went in with you, and I don't think she stormed off outside.
Wait, what's the time of day? We went to the store, we went to the bandits, we did that, we came back. Like, was that like all day, or
It's
was
about noon.
Oh,
Oh,
we had a
damn.
very busy morning.
We
Yeah.
can go to the store.
No.
All
So
right, guys, what's on the docket?
so from getting up, which was about 8 a.m., you guys went to. It took about an hour for you to have your breakfast and then leave and go investigate a little bit, and then you left and traveled to the bandit site, which was about another hour, and then you fought, which took like 20 minutes, if that, and then you traveled back. So it's about noon.
Nice.
Busy morning.
Hey, we're nothing
Very
if not
busy
efficient.
morning.
Okay.
No, and that hour was a Shaw having breakfast and then second breakfast. Both of which were probably 3 plates each.
And 11 Z's.
At 11
Luncheon.
luncheon and then dinner and then supper.
don't
I
think they
actually
go
don't know.
breakfast.
I don't know about all the Hobbit meals. I'm sorry, guys.
It's
I mean,
there's a lot.
the only one I know is from the memes with second breakfast.
There's a lot, for
Second
sure.
breakfast.
All right. Well, then, discussing all of this in the tavern, we will say that a little bit of time passes. What's your goal? Go ahead and role play a little bit of maybe some interaction about how
first
you
off-
want to do this, because
Yeah, honestly, we're just talking casually about a revolution. No big deal.
I think we should be speaking quietly.
Yeah.
We don't know
Oh.
who's a mayor sympathizer hanging out in here. You know.
Let me see. When I talk to people about this, I could message, and whoever messages back can, people can message me back, but I don't think that would work for everybody. It's just that the target can reply to me in a whisper that only I can hear.
I don't have a message.
Damn.
Okay, so Marcy went back to the inn, is that correct?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna
I just
walk
wanted to
with her, just in case so she didn't get in trouble.
Oh,
Hmm.
tea.
Question, actually. Prestidigitation says that I can create faint musical notes. Can I use those faint musical notes to try and cover up our voices?
Sure.
That's kind of nice.
Hell
I like that.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
We just sound like we're having karaoke at the table.
Now what we'll do is everyone can roll a
singing
group
about a
stealth
revolution.
check with advantage.
Hell yeah, brother.
All
Let's
right.
That's
go.
advantage. We're being spoiled today, guys.
There you go, guys.
All right. So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh.
Well,
We're good.
Sylvan, you can do it again.
yeah.
I mean, you have a 24, but like
With advantage.
Oh, I was
Well-
close. I almost had one.
Yeah.
I I hate these dice.
It's okay, because we
It's
have a
okay, it's
24,
okay.
18, and 18. What about you,
These
Crazy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
can
like we're
kiss
going
my
on
fucking ass.
nah, I said my girl would have follow her sister just so she didn't get in
Oh,
trouble.
okay. So
Hmm.
three out of the four of us got
After
at least an 18.
after we chat while doing a tableside karaoke with prestidigitation, um, can I take some food back to the inn to bring back to her, just to make sure she doesn't like starve.
Sure. If Geld is going off with Marcira, or rather following Marcira, who is storming off, we can actually do a little quick cutscene with that too.
Oh, I was gonna wait a little bit until after he did whatever he wanted to do.
Right.
Like I was just gonna chat and then leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
I would say that Geld,
Mm-hmm.
Marcira goes in the front door, starts walking towards the staircase, and she immediately goes up. Doesn't really stomp, but quickly goes up. What are you doing? Following her?
Yeah, just making sure she got here safe and sound.
The other patrons are definitely looking at her and, being discerning, but they just turn back to their friends and their food and their drink. And she goes upstairs. You see her walk out of sight towards the room that she rented, which is just adjacent to yours. You going up?
Yeah, he'll probably go into his room too.
All right. Roll me a perception.
Okay. Doesn't matter if my passive is a 15.
It's gonna be higher than that. So
21.
Nice.
all right. So she went into her room. You heard the door close before you got to the top of the stair landing. And as you're walking by, you hear sort of a faint whisper, something to the effect of, "She always does this to me. She always gets to me. Just need to calm down." And when you're walking by, it catches your attention, but your ears perk up to something a little bit more beyond normal perception.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear another voice in the room with her. And it is saying something you can't quite make out without moving a little bit closer to the door.
Yeah, he would try.
And the voice says, "She is playing you like a toy in a child's grasp." And you can hear her very quickly breathing, maybe on the verge of tears. You're not sure. But the voice continues. You must resist her temptations.
That's his voice.
You know what you need to do. Does this voice what?
Okay, so does this voice sound familiar in any way?
Hmm. Roll me a intelligence check to recall, potentially. We'll see.
Okay.
No advantage, just flat.
A flat 10.
No.
It's one of those voices where, you know, it's just so much like others that you've heard, where it just kind of, it blends in. You can't pinpoint it at all. But it does seem very deliberate and...
Could I insight it? See if it has any malicious intent?
At disadvantage.
Okay. Want to know funny things,
You have an inspiration point?
No. Thanks to my stone rune, I would have advantage. So it is normal for me now.
All right, one roll.
Yep. Thank you, stone rune.
One
Yeah,
roll.
there.
One roll.
It's very
Wait,
much
do I
middle
have-
of the road.
I've had the 10-10 twice.
No, no,
Two
no,
moments.
no. I know.
If you
Emma,
get
the
another
player.
10, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame crazy, just like Emma.
Okay.
Great.
Well,
We
The
got
fucking
low.
Hall of Crazy is wild.
this isn't even that Shirali needs to know. Emma, the player, needs to know.
So far, we
I need
got
to know.
the lowest, and we're about to have medium.
Small,
So,
medium.
with that roll, you would learn. Honestly, it sounds more like words of encouragement than of malice.
Does she respond at all?
No. In fact, you don't hear anything else after that. Except maybe just her heavy breathing and walking around a little bit.
I would say Geld will kind of knock on the door and just say, are you okay in there?
You hear a... yes, I'm all right.
So I just want to make sure you're rushing here pretty fast.
Thank you. Are you gonna press any further than that, or are you going to your room or something?
I think you would just say, oh, I'll be in my room. And then walk off from the door, not pressing it.
All right. Now I'm gonna have you roll a perception check
Okay.
with just straight up, no advantage, disadvantage, any of that shit.
22.
Nice.
Good.
I thought I got 21 from...
As you walk away from the door and head to yours and open it up, you think you hear that voice again. And he says, I don't trust him. You shouldn't either.
This whole time, I don't see anything around me, right? Because I do have like a blind sight of 10 feet.
You do not.
Okay.
And you didn't actually go inside her room, or at least you didn't say you did.
Oh, no. It kind of stops. If something's blocking it, I can't see through it.
Right, okay.
I'd be kicking the door down.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even bring it up.
Yeah, no. None of that.
Okay, so nothing's around me at least. But I'm going to jot that down. I'd be more watchful.
Okay. Meanwhile, back downstairs.
Oh god.
In a different inn, me in the different building.
Um,
Got
You're
the
all-
urge.
yeah, you're all discussing potential heretical dealings here. So,
Was our group stealth check good?
yes, it was. In fact, disguising your conversation with, I don't know, what are we playing?
Wonderwall?
Jokingly said Wonderwall, but we could use other things.
Yeah,
my
wonder.
But it's
Master
just
of
the
Puppets
guitar
by
because
Metallica.
it doesn't get it, but it only lets you do the music notes, so you can't actually get the song, like the words, but like like just like the guitar notes. It's guitar guy at a party.
Okay.
So acoustic.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
know what? It's the full bard core version of Hits Don't Lie.
You don't want to do a.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
want to do a.
Have y'all ever heard
Yes, and I love it.
that?
We could
Because
do
I
Champagne Supernova. You got the ocean right outside.
There you go. Perfect.
Listen, actually, I want it to be hot to go.
Hey, you know what? Hildegard von Blingen probably has a bardcore version.
No, but like speaking of that artist, like I can just kind of read off the list of songs she has. No, that's not it.
Anyway, back to
There are so many photos of me singing her songs drunk at my wedding. Anyway,
They're so good. But anywho, like we could choose either Pink Pony Club, Bad Romance, Painted
listen,
Black, Holding
it'll
Out
be
for a
great.
Hero, Jolene.
So
I know
we
you felt scream.
but so we could just whatever is interesting, what would be fun for people, whatever would be fun for people at a bar to be listening to and pay more attention to than our voices. So
Let's go with
Let's see.
the alien song from Star Wars.
yes, exactly, that's us playing. Don't ask
Get
Liliana how she heard it. This is just that's it. And then
them to sing Drunken Sailor.
It's
That's
just between you.
the fastest way to get them to
It's
be
just
loud.
between you and me.
All right. Then now you can discuss your dealings.
Okay, so are we killing the mayor or
No, I just
What's-
want to check it out.
I just
It sounds
I
like
just want to talk to him. Load shotgun with malicious intent.
I'm just gonna kill him.
I
Okay,
just
but
want to
he
talk to
was okay, but he was an asshole. Like, can't we just,
He was,
get
but
his
I don't.
eyes
We
and-
don't. I mean, we shouldn't just pursue him solely on the basis that he jacks up the prices of the docks. We need
can I
to.
roll a history check to try to remember which noble family he's from?
You can. Sure.
Yes, but Sylvan, hear me out here.
21.
You may continue with
God,
the RP.
21, he had 21. Sylvan.
I just think that we need to watch him closely to
Sylvan,
learn
hear me out.
first.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Men suck. Rich men suck even more. We kill the mayor. One less politically corrupt rich man. I'm seeing only net positives here.
If you kill this man, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Like
I've been sick for like 10 days straight. It's been fucking hell. Okay.
I don't. Sorry. Go ahead.
This man is actually not just a rich asshole, but he is a noble. So if you do kill him, there are going to be important people looking for them.
So
Damn it.
he is a member of the Memara family. They are a world-renowned call them magnates and well, capitalists that certainly made a lot of money doing a lot of different trading and with different resources, and helped to build Elisara in some ways, and they are directly tied to the Builders Consortium, who are working on Project Dawnbreak. And this guy, you don't know where exactly he stands in the Mamara family, but he is loaded. He makes your family's money look like a piggy bank.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So he's like Bezos.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's the Bezos of this world.
Although he may
Or, I
act
don't know
like
if
a
he's
chef,
in.
but he's probably closer to Elon.
I was just about to say, if he's in government, then it's probably more like Musk. Anyways, he's specifically from the Mamara family, which I'm sure you've all heard of. They're loaded, but they're also really, really important power players. And if one of them goes missing, we would not stand a chance in hell.
Precisely.
Okay. So, kill him option out.
You just broke
Bribe him.
Marcira out of jail, and then you
I
would
did.
promptly return with her to jail.
I'd like,
With her. I
I'd
wouldn't
like to
bring her.
propose sabotage. Yeah.
I wouldn't bring her. She probably wouldn't want to come anyway. Let's be real. She didn't want to fight against the bug things.
Sabotage.
I don't see her. I don't see her
Yeah.
willingly going to go kill a man.
Yeah,
My
my
next,
family's name only goes so far, and the Mamara family makes my family look like impoverished peasants.
Yeah, so you can't imagine being one of those, huh?
Probably not.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And
him
oh,
out. Killing him out. Bribing him also probably out.
How do you bribe
Yes.
someone who has everything?
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it
probably a girlfriend.
it
Sorry,
might be
no, go on.
it might be nice to look up on it, but I don't quite know what we would be able to do against a man of this power.
Hmm.
Okay,
Well, that's why
killing
I
is
say
out.
we scout it out first.
Killing is out. Bribing is out. What are we trying to get to stop him from doing? It's unclear what the directive is here. What are you all intending to do?
He's making the locals' life miserable, and so we should probably I agree with Sylvan that we should help the locals. That's the good thing to do. So I agree that maybe we should scout it out, but I don't believe that there's going to really be a way to do much.
Do we know if this guy has a problem with tieflings?
Have I heard anything about his family being racist?
With your history check, no. In fact, they deal quite often with tieflings, and there are a couple noble families that they interact with. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why you know of them, is that they have interacted with yours a few times in the past.
Yeah.
So when you first saw him on the beach, and you looked at him and he looked at you, there was no sort of... It didn't look like he had any ill intent. In fact, he looked unsurprised to see a tiefling.
Okay. So it's not a... the reason I was asking was because I'm trying to figure out what maybe this hate towards the tieflings stemmed from.
Exactly. So with that being said, he does not seem to exude any of the traits of someone who is racist.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
People can hide that shit pretty well.
Exactly.
I think it's worth looking into. I mean, I don't know what we can do, but perhaps maybe we could, put a little disturbance in his goings-ons.
I don't know, maybe Miss Noblewoman over here can convince him to drop his fees on the What, on the docking? Is that
Um,
not what the issue is?
I don't think he would listen to me, and also I don't really want him to know who I am or that I am here. If we could just please remember that my family is currently searching for me, and I don't want them to know where I am.
Hmm.
Got it.
I don't
And
understand why
Ishal
this
just kind of pipes up and goes, actually, no, I was waiting for a moment to kind of speak and out of character. Because didn't we also figure out that, like, you shared about the information about, I forget the name, about, like, the, uh, oh my god, I'm sorry for derailing.
That's right.
No, you're okay.
You, Shadow, you did share about the information about,
About the
that
mayor.
archive? I don't know.
well,
The mayor.
the people, well, not the mayor, but the, God, the thing about, like,
Are you thinking
the people holding out, the people holding out.
It didn't sound like he shared that, no.
No.
Okay, then
Oh.
ignore me. I'm sorry.
He just kind of brushed past that, which is fine.
Okay.
Fine.
It's fine. This is why we
It's
don't send
fine.
people places alone. I know, I'm kidding.
It's fine, as I say, with pretty teeth.
All right. So, how are you
So-
going to do this? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to. So, how exactly are we wanting to scope this out? Because I assume wherever he's living or doing anything like wherever is happening is probably done in shady backdoor deals. And
Indeed.
we do not know where those deals are going to be happening. We do not know where he lives. And if we do know where he lives, there's going to be security all over the place.
Would Sylvan likely know of like places that this would happen with her background?
Does he know where the room where it happens?
Not the room itself, but like, you know, possible.
From where it happens.
The alleyway outside the room.
There are shoes there.
Are there secret rooms for these people or something? I have no idea.
Sorry, I was just thinking of Hamilton, the song where it's like
Today-
the room where it happens.
Why is today
Yeah, that's
the
what I was
day
trying to allude
it's
to.
Attack Emma. Is that the goal of today?
No, I was just commenting that there might be a pair of shoes out in that alley.
There might be multiple pairs of shoes out in that alley. You don't know.
They're all lined up perfectly as if someone placed them there intentionally.
Inside, you hear some woman yelling, where the fuck are my shoes?
Verbally abused.
I'm just kidding.
I do not appreciate it.
So, all right. Then it sounds to me like you're most likely going to have to find either some kind of a lead or just literally start asking around, but that's the more risky of the two options there.
I think, are those two guys at the bar still over there?
Yeah, they're guffawing and drinking. They've had a few by now, and the bartender's kind of keeping an eye on them. They look to be getting a little bit louder, but yeah.
If we're gonna
Alright.
go talk to them, I can also join you.
Yeah, let's go
mostly
talk
just
to them.
because
They
I have
were
high charisma.
already pretty forthcoming with information, so I feel like now that they've been drinking, they're gonna be like extra forthcoming.
Or this isn't just hear me out here. I have another great plan, guys. Even better.
does it
than
involve
the
shoes?
No, unfortunately, no. I was
Damn.
gonna say that maybe
I don't
Liliana
wanna
should
hear
charm him with her feminine wiles. I don't know. Because you seem.
Okay, so the three
Yeah.
women are gonna walk over there and talk to those two men.
I was talking about Liliana charming the mayor, but yeah, we can do that too.
The
I
problem,
thought you meant you were coming here with me. Sorry.
the
I'll go
problem
charm
here
her.
is that you're forgetting that she was a sheltered, homeschooled child who has been raised on propriety and like the type of dates where you are being chaperoned. She does
See,
not
this
know
is
how
the
to flirt.
This is the problem. Shirali is not the sister that's good at this type of thing.
Okay.
I don't think
so
any
how
of us are
about-
good at flirting.
Just
And the
Liliana and I can go up there then. How about
And
that?
the other one will be very unwilling. The sister that is good at it will be very unwilling to help. However, I do have high charisma, and I will go over there with.
No,
you.
I'd say I have high charisma, but like her thing is not. She
The
does not
story
seduce.
cancels it out.
Liliana, if you're gonna come up there with me, do you have a disguise on or no?
Oh, shit, you know what? I don't. I also cannot put a disguise on because I already used it this morning.
Dang.
But the guy, the barkeep, was very nice to me the last time. He had no issues with me.
It's because you give him
He
money.
didn't. Yeah, I was like, I
Is it
ordered the
possible-
most expensive wine, and he looked like he didn't think I could afford it. But when I did, he was fine.
Okay.
Oh wait,
All right.
want
Well, that's the
to.
case.
Can I step over and put my? I want to disguise self because I can do it at will with my mask of many faces, and I want to make myself the hottest looking human that I can possibly imagine.
It's just,
Because
it's just the fucking
that's
Giga
the
Chad
only
made.
way- That's the only way Shirali thinks that this will work.
Yeah, it's just a Giga Chad human.
No, so I'll do that, and I'll go back by Sylvan and go. Okay, are we gonna do this?
We're gonna do it.
Sylvan, you see, just if there was such things as celestial beings on Earth or on the material plane where you reside right now, such a being stands before you.
Roll to seduce Sylvan, the player.
I know, it's
Yo.
like Sylvan, roll freaking charisma save and just. I'm just kidding. No, you don't have to do that.
So
No,
I have a
but-
question. So my disguise self is once per long rest. Does my pearl of power, if I use that, could that like wipe it clean so I could use it?
Can you post it? Yeah.
I thought Handsome Squidward was the name of the power.
I'm expecting
So it's
probably
not a cantrip, right?
No.
Okay, then yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm actually going to do
That's
that
sick.
then and do my I'm going to do Pearl of Power because that will also give me back my my spell slots that I used out in the woods. And then I am going to cast Disguise Self on myself and make myself look like not like crazy gorgeous, but just like a normal pretty human.
Kind of like wave your hand in front of your face and
The horns
No,
disappear.
I'm over here just like I've never felt so comely before. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
boy.
no, I hate humans. Never mind. I want to go back to the way I was before. This is awful. I'm just like touching my apparently celestial beautiful face, and I'm like, I don't like this.
so we
I
have
don't like this anymore.
3 very, very attractive.
I'm just realizing just how funny this is. It's just, I imagine just all 3 of you are just kind of walking in unison. It's like they may look like they may-
Charlie's Angels
yeah, literally,
Classic.
literally.
with like the wind blowing
The hair is
back.
blowing, yeah. And there's a little bit of light that shines off of their like luscious full lips.
Where did
They
the
wink.
sunlight come in? Where did the sunlight come in to hit perfectly through the roof?
Someone
don't know.
someone over in the corner who's like handling special effects in the game. They
No,
just,
this
you
is
know,
where
they
this is
throw
where
up
it came from.
There it is, yeah. Just like a little light, a little strobe light flashes.
It was a light from the window bouncing off the guy's bald head at the bar into our eyes.
That's
and if
it.
this
Like-
isn't effective, I'm
like,
going to be
surely-
very disappointed.
God, these tieflings, they could be anyone. And it's those 3. Act
How's the shawl
conspicuous,
feeling about
acts
this?
completely center of attention.
It's that scene where he's like, dude, it's them. He's like, what are you talking about? They're totally cool. And
That's the real question. How is the shawl looking at this? Like, what the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
he's just kind of staring in awe at how like little they care about like actually, being somewhat sneaky about this.
all right, so sauntering on up to the barkeep, and the two.
This is
So that
incredibly smart. Going on.
they're talking about some kind of a bet that they made recently with a friend that they lost. Game of dice as you approach.
Okay. Hey, boys. Back again. How's it going?
Hey, it's you again. And then the other one's like, yeah. Hey, round on me for this one.
Oh, no. Boys. Thank you. That's okay. Well, okay, fine. I'll take it.
Yeah. And they both raise their mugs. So, what's on your mind?
Well, actually, we had a few questions regarding you-know-who that we were discussing earlier, if you catch my meaning.
She might need to remind me.
The mayor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, what?
See, my friends here actually had a few questions about him as well. I was hoping you could help me out. I'll buy you a round if you can give me a hand.
He's like, hey, we just bought you around.
Well, I'll get the next one. So it cancels it out.
Plenty more drinking ahead, so why not? What did you want to know?
Liana?
Fuck. I didn't think this far ahead.
So FYI,
Yeah.
they are being a little
So real.
loud.
Yeah.
I turn up the music.
Pink Pony Club
And
plays
after
even
all, you're my wonder.
I think the joke can get old and then it just doesn't, and it's incredible.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's a Wonderwall joke in Baldur's Gate 3 in Act 3.
Oh man, you would know that.
There's also the cabbage guy from Avatar.
Oh hell yeah.
All right. So if you're a monk, go talk to him. It's great. Anyways. So I actually never got to meet the mayor, and I would love to meet him. So I was wondering if you knew like where he lives or like where I could talk to him.
Can I get another man's phone number from you?
So
I love how it's just so inconspicuous it is. Hi, can I get this man's exact date, name of address, and his daily
Okay,
routine?
you say this as if women would not be interested in a very rich man.
that
Are you rich
Hey,
though?
Very, very true.
I just think it's so funny that you walk up to a guy and be like, I'm not interested in talking to you. I want to talk to them.
Listen,
This is so scuffed, but I love it.
It's so good.
they're the Duffs, okay?
well, the more
God,
drunk one
Sharon,
would answer,
That's just so sad.
I don't know where he lives. Sorry. And the other one's not too far behind him as far as tanked goes. So he's just going to say, I think he lives on, I want to say near the center of town. One of the larger buildings. You can't miss it. It's got three levels.
Three stories. Got it. Okay. Is that the only 3-story building out there?
3, 6. Now he's just like doubling because he probably sees double.
That's okay,
Yeah.
friend. I think that's enough to go on for now. Thank you for your help.
Why?
Oh, wait, can I ask something?
Yeah.
Walk away.
Are you
What?
ready
Because
to
I
ask
didn't
now?
put on this. I didn't put on this disguise for nothing.
What
I
is it,
didn't do
love?
Oh, ew. So this mayor seems like he's got a real stick up his ass. Do you know why that is?
You're my wonder. Sorry. I just gotta
Exactly.
remind myself that this is going and that people can't hear
I'm
this.
just like, I'm just like, imagine how disconcerting it would be to have like someone so pretty that it looks weird. Be like, so this person has a stick up their ass.
And
Like,
then- And then there's
what's up
fucking
with
3
that?
of them staring at you.
Yeah. It's like I'm definitely seeing. I like seeing 6 now. Anyways,
Liliana's like twirling her hair.
Man,
Oh,
man,
God.
I'm seeing like 8 of you right now. It's so good.
Oh my god, I love this.
so
Like, oh my god, this is very uncomfortable.
he just says, he like looks a little dizzy and woozy, starts looking down towards the bar. His friend pipes in, he's like, see, well, yeah, there was that, it was, and he looks very bad as well.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me.
I was like looking to see if I had like anything that would help with people who are drunk, but I think that's only like a cleric thing. That's like,
I mean, if I did a healing
restoration.
light, if I did a healing light thing, would that help? I know they're not down hit points; they're just drunk. But like, I have no idea what else to do.
I feel like it would be like lesser restoration or something. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But we
do
don't.
not have that.
I think
they,
that's
like,
only a
passed
cleric
out?
spell, right? Or no, I think druids can do it.
They look definitely at the point where if they have like one more, they'll probably fall over.
I'm gonna buy him around.
No,
Oh,
damn
man.
it!
What?
No. I can't
Look,
answer the
if you want to
question.
kill him with alcohol, by all means.
I don't. I want to get them so drunk that I'm gonna steal their money after they're passed out.
Oh my god!
No, you know what? Before this happens,
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of based.
what?
I love it.
the one that seems more logical out of the two, I'm gonna put my hand on his face and be like, "It's really important to me that you tell me what you know about this. If
So
you can just,
yeah, we'll
take
say
it.
that the round gets purchased. They're like, yeah, and they didn't even finish like their former one before they start drinking the next.
damn it."
It's as if they forget that they even had it.
I cast prestidigitation to make the drinks empty.
Oh.
Waste your money.
What the hell?
To make their drinks empty, but they think that they drink it. Obviously, because they're drunk.
So wait, you're emptying the. Hang on, let me see this.
I clean the object. It's
Oh my
empty now. The cup is completely clean.
Y'all are fucking
No
killing
larger
me.
than 1 cubic foot.
What the hell is going on?
Cleans out the entire keg.
Oh man.
Candle twist.
I clean their cup.
Man, I just wanted to come over here and look like Miss Universe for a second, get some information, maybe.
Nah, you're getting a Three Stooges special right now.
I've been
The most handsome
verbally
people
harassed.
alive.
Charlie's like, someone called me love.
So to reiterate, you are casting prestidigitation to remove the alcohol from the mugs.
Yeah, I'm cleaning the cup, so it's just gonna be a completely clean cup now.
Are you talking about the ones that were nearly finished or the ones that are fresh?
I'm trying to make it so they can't drink more.
Well,
If you want this to be
No,
Salem Witch Trials,
I have a
part
feeling you're
2.
gonna tell me I can't do it to the new ones.
I would say that the nearly finished ones would be more within the bounds of that.
Okay.
But full, you're basically dumping out an entire pint of beer. And that's more like a mage hand trick than prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the beer and drink it before they can.
You're going to
I
take it
seriously
from
got
them?
stop. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. Guy that spoke to me before. If he's holding the full mug of beer in his hand, I just want to like slide
if-
my hand over
what
top
about,
of
like-
his and slowly take it from him.
Can you minor illusion to make it look like there's no alcohol in there, but there actually is. Like, obviously, if they investigate it, there's alcohol in there, but it just looks like the cup is empty.
You can do whatever you want.
Let me get,
Yeah,
me
at this
get the beer
point,
for
like,
free.
only God can really stop you now.
Liliana, let me get the beer for free. Be quiet. Stop it. Like, I just see her little magic hands going, and I'm like, stop it. Stop it.
It's a cantrip for a reason. I get to have fun, okay?
And you use it more than most.
I'm like, what? I'm getting to use Sylvan's money. Stop it.
All right, so here's what we'll do. Because they are drunk, I will have them both roll a intelligence investigation check at disadvantage.
One of them's getting their alcohol minor illusioned away. The other one's getting it stolen.
I'll do this.
What the hell?
And for
This
no reason either.
This is
From
one
two
guy.
beautiful women.
Oh,
Can't
nat
wait for them to
20!
have any fun. Oh my god.
Fuck.
The reason he passed,
Okay,
because I have a
but
13. The
But who
reason
said that 20
is
again?
because we're trying to get it so that they stop drinking.
I understand.
Well, there's kind of a difficult thing when one person's trying to enable the other person, and you two are trying to stop that.
I mean,
okay, so
Sylvan will back off, I guess.
both of
Okay,
them
hold
notice.
on a second.
It's just like, oh,
Wait,
back off.
I thought you said it
guess.
was. I thought you said it was with disadvantage. Wouldn't the what? Wouldn't
Oh,
the nat
right,
one?
14 and a 2. Sorry, my bad. So the
14 does
14
pass,
is going to
Because my spell
pass.
save is 13.
So we'll say that the less drunk of the two guys notices that it's an illusion. He says, "Oh, what? Oh, cool trick."
Does that mean the other one, I successfully take his beer from him?
It sounded like Chong.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Cool trick.
Whoa.
Yes, you. Well, let's see here. He might not want to let go of that freely. Be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Give me. That's my beer."
I'm just gonna try and act like I'm flirting, like trying to take it away.
Oh my god.
The real thing
Oh.
would be
Oh.
somebody should
I
do like
need my fucking questions answered.
Just
you idiots.
pretend that you're a klutz and spill the beer everywhere.
Oh no!
so-
Sylvan is
It's
just gonna
all-
walk back to the table. That's what she's doing now.
Oh my god.
This is
Never
insanity.
flirted in their lives.
It's like, you guys.
I could hear. God, if Marcera knew what was going on, I don't even want to know how she would be reacting.
Honestly, either hell yeah or what the fuck are you doing?
Probably the second one.
Yeah.
Listen, I tried, but I can't. I don't think I can stop them from drinking anymore. I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay, I'm so close. Please, just let me.
I understand,
Oh my
but
God.
there's a think of it as you get one action to
Oh no.
attempt whatever you're trying to do, and then if you're trying to
No!
go, all these different ways, we don't want to bog down play, and
True. Hey,
'Cause
we
I
had,
could-
like a 10-minute attempt of trying to do this.
I could literally, we could go all day theoretically with all these different ways of doing it, but that's plus it kind of just goes back to that old lesson that we learned long ago when we started playing. It's we have to respect the results of the
Mhm.
dice.
The goddamn door.
The results of the dice.
Okay, well, if he's not gonna let me have the beer, I'm just gonna look at him and go, "Didn't your mother ever teach you to share?" And then walk away.
Okay. He just goes, I was, and he just takes a sip. A big, long sip.
God. I'm gonna take the food that I said I was gonna bring to Marcera and go, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
you're so real for that.
taking my food to go. Give me a to-go box.
I'm thinking my sister, who is probably still mad at me. Not gonna lie.
I just imagine you just turn around and look at the rest okay, sorry, I don't know character names like Shadow and
Sylvan.
Liliana, and just go like, "Fuck you, I'll see you tomorrow."
I'm fucking done. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's still like noonish. So if you want to go to bed, that's your prerogative.
I'll see you at dinner.
I'm taking a nap. All right.
No, I'm gonna go find out what's going the fuck on with my sister. What's gonna happen? But
Okay.
I want to know what Liliana was trying to do.
I was trying, because you were saying they were getting too drunk, so I was trying to make it so that they stopped doing that.
And we failed abysmally.
But it was funny.
though.
It was
Exactly.
funny. This is true.
Well,
That's what really counts. The humor material.
All right, so Sylvan goes back to the table. Shaw never left the table, probably eating.
Yeah, he would be eating a lot he would be eating a lot, and probably close to probably be on his like third or fourth plate by now.
He's on belated 11sies.
He's very bloated with all the food.
You like to eat, don't you, Ishal?
Oh yeah.
Is everyone okay to take a quick 5 to use the bathroom and stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll be right back then.
Yep.
It must be so nice to eat whatever you'd like, Ishal. My mother always told me I could never have more than just a gram in the morning.
Ishal just kind of finishes downing a meal. It's like, well, you could eat whatever you want. You're your own woman.
That sounds like a parentally induced eating disorder.
He's a noble
Well,
person.
look, I'm just saying you can eat whatever you want. Hey, I'm
Man,
not
if
the one
I
to.
was rich-
I ain't your keeper.
Hold on. If I was rich, Shirley's just holding her food in whatever paper bag she was planning on bringing it back with. Listen, if I was rich, you know what would happen? I would eat so much goddamn food, they would have to bring me around in a wheelbarrow. And I would be fat as a pig. And I would roll around in the goddamn mud, and I would be so incredibly happy.
You know what? That is fair.
But no. What do all you rich
No,
people do?
social norms. Ugh.
No,
Look.
what do all you rich people do? You walk around like twigs on a tree.
So
and
real.
and you mock the poor with saying, "Oh, we have the food. We're just choosing not to eat it."
You never said that.
Okay, maybe you didn't say it, but it's what I got.
But it was implied.
But it's what I got from the actions.
Listen, one of her characteristics is, despite my noble birth, I do not place myself above other folk. We all have the same blood.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, hey, you can have the food. It's there. Like, look, Zim doesn't want you to know this, but the food is free. You can literally take it home with you. I have several 100 pounds of food.
Several hundred? Where the fuck did that number come from?
Honestly, it was just kind of off the top of my head.
Several hundred. Christ, is the shawl about to solve world hunger right now? Like,
Actually, you know what? I got scratched that last statement anyways, because I forgot that Liliana doesn't have a mother. She was adopted by a single young man.
my single young man father told me not to eat more of this certain.
Maybe it was her grandmother. We'll say that. It was her grandmother.
I ate my grandma. Let's be so real. I don't even know what happened to my character's father. I think canonically I don't know, and Zim is the only one that knows.
Wow.
Liliana's father just
I never came up with it.
Liliana doesn't know where her real parents are or who they even are. She was literally just found fucking in the woods.
Because I'm like, I didn't come up with it, and what happened was, I said, oh, Shirley was 3 when it happened, so she didn't remember any of it. And now I just genuinely don't know.
Yeah, that is fair.
Which I'm like, very tea for the story. But also me, the curious, like, actual human individual that I am, really wants to know.
She was found in the wilderness as a child, that like a very young
raised by
child
bears.
does not remember her background, by a young human noble. And his parents didn't want him to adopt her because it would be social suicide to adopt her when he's not married. And she's a tiefling, you know? But then he did it anyways.
Real. Let's be real, guys. Shirley was raised by bears. We all know it. I feel like we're just not acknowledging it, and that's okay.
I think you turned out okay being raised by bears.
All things considered.
Yeah. It's
No,
kind
this
of
is what
unfortunate that the bear won in that situation, but it
This
didn't
is
work
what
out.
happened. Marcira changed career paths halfway through her life and just spent her time raising me in wild shape as a druid. So she was just constantly a bear, and I just didn't know.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Did you hear all the
You're good.
talk about druids? And
No, he'll hear it in the recording. Don't worry.
Listen, Craig's gonna be like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Oh my god, is Craig gonna think that's the canonical backstory?
Oh my god,
You
yeah.
know, he probably is, to be honest.
Oh no.
That's right. We'll edit it out. But that's actually a good reinforcement for staying in character.
No, fuck, no, no. Oh, no.
I
I
trust.
didn't think about it.
I trust that. Well, I mean, actually, can you pause him? I think you can pause the recording.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about Shirley being raised by bears. And that obviously didn't happen.
It's
Shirley
even funnier that
was-
this is all live right now.
Raleigh was not raised by bears.
Craig, did
Shirley
you hear
was
that?
Craig, you better fucking listen to me. Shirley
Craig.
was not raised by bears.
She was raised by wolves. Get it right.
Yeah.
She was raised by her older sister, Marcira, who's low-key kind of a bitch, but we don't follow her for that.
Right.
And she kind of ran away without telling her anything and is now acting like that's Shirley's fault, but like low-key it's really not Shirley's fault.
Exactly. Commit that
And
information.
Marcira is not a bear. She was not a bear.
All
She
right.
never was.
Well then.
If Craig doesn't fucking get that, I'm gonna die of embarrassment.
So conversation with the two dudes is over, and then
Yeah.
you were talking amongst each other. It's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock at this point. As lunch ends and some people file out, some new ones file in. And a few of them are looking around as they enter, not really paying any of you any mind. How long do you want to keep your disguises up?
Oh, I drop it as soon as I walk out with the food to bring to Mars.
I'll just keep mine on until either it runs out or I'm in my room.
Now, of course, I want to clarify, hot chick or normal disguise? Because now you might get some attention.
Oh, me?
Well, I mean, if you're staying disguised as
A human?
the person that was talking to them to try and get some information out of them.
I said back then that I was gonna be pretty, but not like overly pretty. I was just gonna be like generically pretty.
Okay, just generic. You're like a 5.
We took it a whole new level after that, though, and we're all hot.
No, what happened was Liliana walked up looking like one of the agents in White Chicks with the Terry Crews character that's like low-key so obsessed.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Meanwhile-
white chocolate.
Meanwhile, he looks like that. in disguise. No, that
Um,
movie was good. Sorry, won't
No.
say.
no, it's
Wait,
all right.
when we were talking about being hot, I was talking about the music and the hair blowing in the wind. I wasn't talking about her face.
So, the bandits, Ishal, how do you want to handle them?
Well, I'd probably like I said, I'd be writing doctrines and probably like pretty much just kind of just kind of teaching them the ways of the whole I ain't gonna sugarcoat it anymore. Cult, like I'll just kind of teach them the ways of the cult and just kind of, well, as the voice said, assimilate.
Okay. Um. Well, the others will probably be downstairs, sitting at their own table in the tavern area. And those of you who are still down there, feel free to strike up a conversation if you want. They're mostly just keeping to themselves for now. If you guys have any other agendas, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we will progress time.
Not in here. Sylvan did want to go shopping at some point as well.
Shopping.
I'll go
the-
shopping with you.
Shopping!
While I still have
Shop-
my disguise.
And bitches, we're going shopping.
Lord. I just know I want to talk to my sister at one point, but that doesn't have to happen.
No, that's right.
immediately.
You already
Geld
said
wanna
that you
do?
were going up there, yeah, and Geld, you're in your room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, let's have a little side scene with Shirley and Marcira. You know exactly the room that she's staying in. You go upstairs, down the hall a little bit, and her
Or she
room.
got a separate one?
Yeah, they're. Oh, right, you were sharing. Okay, you go to your
Did she
room.
get... No, did she get a separate one? It's fine if she did, I just didn't know.
No, I remember you guys were sharing a room. So
Okay.
you can simply just walk in. You got the key.
Mm-hmm.
But you will see that it is locked at first. And you have to pull out the key and unlock it.
I mean, can I listen and see if she's like... I just want to check if she's having a seizure or something, or if she's just like locked the door and just wanted to be alone. Because that's my immediate concern.
You listen in. What's your passive perception? Is it 12 or something?
Oh Lord, it's like an 8. Hold on.
Oh, right. It's pretty bad.
Let me find it. Yeah, no, it's a 9.
Yeah, you have tinnitus.
Yeah, no, I'm just... Yeah, nothing. Nothing's going on up there.
So at this point, your only option is to go in.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna unlock the door and waltz right in.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of be walking out as she walks in.
Okay.
Eavesdropper.
He is
Yeah.
a little bit of an eavesdropper, isn't he? Just kidding.
And that's
Just
just,
a tad.
and also to see if anything comes out of the room as she's opening it.
Right. Well, no. No presence you feel, no invisible force, no nothing.
Then I'm just going to be listening and...
So you walk in, and it appears that Marcira has taken the desk chair and placed it in front of the window that looks out into sort of the back alley of where the Wind's Whale is situated. And the sun is pouring down in just through the top of the window. It's casting some rays down on the floor. And she's just sitting in the chair. She has her right leg up, crossed over her left knee. and she's just got arms folded. She looks over her shoulder a little bit, not even really looking directly at you, but she just says, "Never knock, do you?"
I brought an olive branch. I mean, not a literal olive branch. You know what I mean.
Sadly, yes.
I think it's still hot. I put the food down on the desk.
She says, "Thanks." And
So you want to tell me what?
No, you
want to
go.
tell me what the? You want to tell me what the hell that was?
She continues to look out the window. She says, "It's not going to matter soon enough. I don't know why I need to tell you anything."
But what? I thought you and I were a team. Are we not?
We're more than just a team, Shirali. Don't you get it?
Yeah, I would think that we were more than just a team, but right now we're acting like we're not even. You're acting like we're not even acquaintances. I don't know what the problem is because you won't say anything about it, and I don't think that's how a team is supposed to work. But right now, you're expecting me to be a sister when you can't even treat me like one. So I'm sorry if I require a little bit of an explanation as to what is going on, because as of right now, you've been exceedingly vague and circuitous when you really don't need to be. It's you and me. It's always going to be you and me. All of these people, I would leave them in an instant if you wanted me to. But right now, I don't know what you want. Because you won't tell me. I'm not a mind reader.
She continues to look outside, and she just says, "Have you ever just felt eyes watching you? Even in the day. Eyes that just aren't there yet. They just pierce deeper than skin. The long dark isn't. It's not the absence of light. It's alive. It's breathing. It's whispering. It talks."
I know that.
Do you? Have you heard it talk?
It's out of character, have I? With my experience tapping into it at the beginning of the campaign.
The answer
Because I know
would...
I was seeing...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No. You've never heard it talk.
Okay. I haven't heard it talk, but it's been, like, me seeing weird visions of her and just, like, all that kind of crap. I'm assuming there's not any other kind of chair, so I'm just going to lean up against the wall and look at her. I can't say I've ever heard it speak literal words, but doesn't everything speak in a metaphorical sense?
She says, "You're still not The balance.
Marcira, you're asking me if I've ever heard darkness speak. Something that has no lips, no vocal cords, no corporeal body to speak of other than the monsters that come out to attack me occasionally. I don't understand what you're talking about. Please explain it. I want to know.
It spoke to me at the lake.
Okay. And what did it say?
It said I was one half of a whole. I was one half of something that can't have more than one. I'm expendable. That's what it told me. My journey across the Black Lake was not it wasn't meant to be a lesson. It was meant to tell me my destiny. From what you told me about your experience, the raging seas towards the light, sounds a whole lot better than what I had. It's at this
Since
point.
when did you?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
You go.
Hey, can we not have a Canadian standoff here?
You go.
Well, you're not expendable to me. And that's all that matters. And I didn't think you believed much in destiny. I didn't think that we believed much in destiny.
It doesn't mean words don't hurt, Shirley.
Hey, you're not expendable to me. What? You can't believe that. You know that's not true.
That may be, but it told me that there will soon only be one of us. And it told me I was the one to sacrifice everything.
That's such bullshit. You're saying the fucking lake told you that you're going to die? You know that's not true. You and I don't believe in that kind of thing. Because if that's true,
she turns
then
around.
Suddenly
She says, "You've seen what has happened to me. What is happening to me? You've seen it.
And we're gonna fix it. Why are you just giving up? Why have you resigned yourself to... Why have you resigned yourself to some kind of fate?
I had to try.
That's not you.
I had to try, Shirley. I had the amulet that Red Brand wants. I was going to take it for myself. It's not your... It's, to me, worth far more than gold. And I'm paying for it.
So
Go ahead.
So that fucking metal was worth all of this? You can't delude me into thinking that that's true. Unless you're gonna tell me that that amulet's gonna make you the bender of fate. What? What makes it so important?
It can bring everything back to normal.
In this situation, define normal.
I only want the amulet so that I can rid myself of this curse. And it's just now that you realize she wasn't given this condition by Redbrand. She possibly picked this up during her experience at the Black Lake. My journey told me everything I need to know, and that's that the balance will correct itself. There can only be one of us to walk in the path of the light, and the other must drown in darkness. I am glad to be that person for you, Shirali.
What? Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what? I'll go renounce this patron right now. I'll go back to what I was before. You can't do this. You can't do this because we'll find a way. We'll find something. We'll do something because this can't happen. I can't live without you. I spent 3 months of my life wandering in the wilderness when I've never been out of Los Angeles before just to get you back, and I didn't do that for nothing. I can't live without you. And I don't think you can live without me. So whatever this is going on, whatever this lake told you, we're going to make it not true. We're going to make it not true.
I only hope that you're right.
Yeah, I fucking hope I'm right.
We can try. I will keep going for as long as I can, only for you. But I have resigned myself in acceptance to this. You see, this doesn't just affect my body. I feel just lost. She continues to look outside at seemingly just the wall of the building across the way. And you just remember kind of like this feeling when you were back at the Black Lake experiencing all of this with Sylvan. That's kind of how you felt too when you went out and embarked towards this light through the darkness, is that you felt lost and that your only saving grace was the light that you were following. It seems maybe for her that might not have been the case. And she says, we will both go on to change things, hopefully, for the better. We've found ourselves in quite a predicament. If we can get our hands on the amulet, which would be no easy task, we might be able to change things. But Redbrand will be seeking it. After all, who doesn't want their own wish fulfilled? And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
I feel
Damn.
bad that I took up everyone's shopping time. Sorry, guys.
That's
Well,
right.
no, it was
No,
great
you're good.
roleplay. It was great.
I feel like this happens every time.
That's right. We'll do
Yeah,
the
it's
shopping
okay.
next session.
Well,
Yeah,
But I
it's
think,
good
like, right-
roleplay.
Well, and I think right now we're in like your kind of part of the story. Like
We're in
this
the
is where your
Shirali arc.
sister was. Like, yeah, this is the Shirali arc.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You met a new party member on the Shirali arc. You've learned that people are racists on the Shirali arc.
Yeah,
You have
Met
new
another
bandit
party
friends.
member?
Time.
Oh fuck! Did Gel hear all of that?
Well,
Yeah, I'd say it was right by the door.
so I mean,
my
if you were
God.
right by the door, you probably would have been able to hear every word.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Which is
I was
totally
putting my-
fine.
I was putting my whole acting self into that, so I hope that someone heard that.
I tried to
Yeah,
play.
gave the whole chest.
I tried to play a very despondent Marcira.
That was my whole chest there. That was me
Um,
being like, can I squeeze a single tear out of my eye?
I do hope that everyone
For the
realizes
single
now that the amulet that Red Brand is so desperately seeking is a amulet that can grant wishes.
Yeah, that's
What did I tell
figured from
y'all?
the context.
I said
You
we
like
needed the
myself
fucking
wanted.
amulet, and no one wanted to listen to me.
I literally told y'all. I said it's probably something that can grant wish.
Ah,
So, now we need the wish amulet so my sister doesn't fucking die. So,
pretty much. I mean, I don't mind hunting down Red Brand. I don't mind doing that.
I want to know what the fucking cult is up to.
They're
Honestly-
doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Like this is like you need to name your 12 apostles and start traveling along the road.
Well,
Well, I'm staying with the party. Don't worry.
if Tristan or Crazy could tell you anything about my games, is that there's typically I try and portray a living world in which there's a ton of things going on. It's just however you choose you want to approach the game.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Of course. And my stuff can be pretty much done in the background because it's going to be a shit ton of work in order to actually get everything.
It's really fun when you've been in a game that's been going on for like 5 years now, and like something that like happened 4 years ago, and we finally are following up on it now 4 years later, and it's like, oh my god, we should have done this so much sooner.
Just like the way I know that there's no end in sight at the moment.
There's
I'm
the
just like,
main
where-
quest, and then there's the
I'm
side
like, we're just
quests.
cruising along.
Mhm.
And there's the side quest.
We're on the train, and it's going somewhere, but we don't know where it's going just yet.
So
Oh.
Amulet of Wish. Potentially
Oh, Lord.
wishes.
Also, Emma, you want to know the funny thing?
What's
What?
Your next level, you know what you could get?
What? Remove curse?
Yep.
Fuck. But
Oh,
that's probably
so-
not gonna work, is it?
I kind of it wouldn't work like that. Like it's kind of special
Yeah, no,
like that.
That would be too easy.
I'm gonna
No,
give.
it's just funny.
I'll give out some XP in that regard. So for just awesome role play from everybody, you know, enticing the patrons to getting some information out of Marcira and just, you know, getting to know each other a little bit more. 200 each. And I think
So we're at 42.92.
per
Yep.
the actual completion of the
Actually, I have 5,042.
How
Same.
the hell did you have? Oh, where did I miss that?
I don't know.
I have
That's a lot.
4292
Oh,
now.
wait, hold
Yeah,
on,
like
let's-
100 XP is
let's see
quite a
what I
lot.
got.
So what is it? 5,000 what?
5042.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
5,042.
I definitely have not been keeping up with my XP, and that is my fault because I'm at 4,092.
I
That was
have.
me too. We must have missed it at some point.
So
No, I had
what
the
are we
same
supposed
thing
to be
too.
at?
I don't know why.
So wait, what are we supposed to be at?
Or
5,042.
Yeah.
Here.
5,042.
5042. Yes.
When is level 5?
I believe it's 6,000.
All right, gang, we're almost there.
So what? We're at 6,000. You said?
No, I believe level 5 is at
Oh.
6,000 XP.
6,500.
6,500. Okay.
I need to like use my magic more often so I can get like actual spelled slots magic so that I can roll on my wild magic table.
Gang, we're getting close to level 5. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
Mm-hmm.
No, level 5 I think is when I get the nice little thing where I can re-roll something or some shit like that.
I mean, I can try. I mean, I'll take remove curse just because I think that would be a good thing for me to have.
Level
But
5.
like, I don't think it's gonna work on this thing. If she needs a fucking wish amulet to get rid of it,
Yeah, a wish alters reality.
Lord.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, see you, Shadow.
Yep.
Have a good
See
night.
ya.
I
Lord, I need
believe
to.
we're gonna.
Oh no,
Or-
level 6 is when I get Ben luck.
Lord, I
Damn.
need to remember next time to keep. Because I remember that I failed that check about hearing what happened with our dad.